This is episode 55 of Pausing in the Prophets. Today we're looking at Isaiah 7, verses 1 and 2, and Isaiah writes, Now it came about in the days of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, the king of Aram, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up to Jerusalem to wage war against it, but it could not conquer it. When it was reported to the house of David, saying, The Arameans have camped in Ephraim, his heart and the hearts of his people shook as the trees of the forest shake with the wind. King Ahaz, the grandson of Uzziah, whom we talked about in chapter 6, was certainly not like David. He worshipped false gods and even sacrificed his own son in the fire. You can read about his evil reign in 2 Kings chapter 16. It should go without saying that Ahaz had no firm foundation of faith in the one true God. But in addition to his wickedness, the region was under threat from the Assyrians. So the Arameans and the northern tribes of Israel formed an alliance in hopes of holding the Assyrians at bay and in hopes of bringing Ahaz and all of Judah onto their side. When Judah refused to go along, they went up against him to force him into an alliance. And that is the setting of Isaiah 7. So what does one do when threatened by enemies both near and far? Well, if you're Ahaz and have no foundation of faith in the Lord, you become afraid. And as the king goes, so go his people. But Ahaz's problem is that his fear was misplaced. As we'll see as we continue reading through Isaiah, it was not Rezin and Pekah that he should have feared. Ultimately, it was not even the Assyrians, as we'll see. It was the Lord God. What we see in Isaiah 7 is the hardening of hearts that we talked about in Isaiah 6 that occurred in the years between the death of Uzziah and the reign of his grandson Ahaz. A short time, really, in the grand scheme of things. You see, it doesn't take long to go from faith to fear. A lesson for us to be diligent, to hold fast to the Lord, especially in good times. Hard times will come. Reasons for fear will come. So how important is it for us to cultivate in community a healthy faith in the Lord so that when pressure does come to compromise, we can stand firm and be like Ahaz's son, Hezekiah, and not like Ahaz himself.